Joe, you took a moment to kiss the parquet. I want to ask you about that, and I want to ask you about how you felt about the ring ceremony overall, and how it felt to have guys like Bob Cousy in the house.
Yeah, I just thought that was a way for me to just express myself. The parquet that's where there's blood, sweat, and tears are the greats, and so I don't get to go out there and dive on the floor for loose balls or like I'd love to, or do any of that. And so that was a way to just express the passion and the gratitude that I have for our team, for the people that have come before, and for just what it means to be a Celtic. So there's no place better than the city and the team and just being in the arena with the people. So that was important. And again, I thought that was one of the most important things tonight. I told the guys to pay attention mostly to their team, but also passing on from Cousy to Cedric Maxwell to Ray Allen and KG and Pierce and those guys. And one of the best things about the Celtics are the people that come before you, and that we wouldn't be the Celtics if those guys didn't hold up their end of the responsibility and the ownership. And so they did that, and it allows our team to. It allows the city to stay what it is. It allows the team to stay what it is. And now that's them. That's who they are, and that's the standard. So I just wanted them to take in that moment, and I'm really grateful for that.
Joe, Jayson Tatum finishes last year in the playoffs shooting 28% from three. The talk in the summer is that he can't shoot. Is this what you expected, knowing the work he puts into his craft?
Yeah. I mean, I expect him to just stay right here and just continue to work on his game, continue to get better. And, I'm proud of, obviously, the way he shot the ball, but more just how he dominated the game in all the areas and picked his spots really well, took the shots that he wanted. But, I mean, the guy just works hard every day, doesn't allow things to get in the way of what's most important. And that kind of showed tonight. And, I expect him to have a great season. But it doesn't mean there won't be ups and downs. But I'm happy for him that, he got off to a great start.
Two questions. One, what went through your mind when you were handed your ring? And two, what did the court taste like?
Blood. Maybe I wish it did. When I got the ring, I don't know. This thing's too big. I don't know why is it so big and how I'm never going to wear it. But it's cool to have. It's kind of what I thought. Yeah, I was more fascinated by the banner because, I come in here every afternoon and take a look at those, and they represent so much. And so the banner was the highlight for me because it represents a lot of things that go into it, and the rafters have a life of their own in this building, and so it was cool. That moment was the coolest.
Joe, one of the curiosities for us was how was your team going to respond first game out after the championship, after raising the banner, the ring, the quote-unquote distractions, and you went and kind of dominated every margin along the way. So what was most impressive to you about what your team did?
It's a credit to them. I mean, the character and the mindset that those guys have. But I think, again, the word distraction, it can be good or bad. And we talked about it yesterday as a team that this is a good distraction as long as we focus on what led to this. This banner it was a byproduct of our toughness, their mindset, the details, the execution, the effort, togetherness, all those things. So as we're going through this ring ceremony, cherish it and focus on the process of what goes into that. And I thought the guys did a great job of that, but it's who they are. And that's why I have innate trust and confidence in who these guys are. But it was impressive to go from that to that. But if you look at it the way we want to, they're the same thing. The ring ceremony and the game are the same thing because the intangibles there are the details, are the execution, are the effort, are the togetherness and the toughness. And so we were able to carry on those intangibles from there to there, and that's kind of the goal,
Joe, you've got to be giddy with how you guys responded. Like that team in the other locker room wanted to make a statement. National TV, they wanted to show that they can compete with you, and you smoked them off the floor in the first quarter. Like that has to make you. That ultimate challenge has to make you excited as much as you're not looking too excited right now. You've got to be excited with the response.
I'm proud of the guys. It's the right mindset. I'm proud of that. But at the end of the day, if we were to lose this game, we have to, tomorrow and Thursday, have to approach it the same way. And so we won it. We did what we were supposed to do. I was proud of the way they responded from ring ceremony to the game. We have to take the details and the execution of the margins that we put in, and this result does not matter once we wake up tomorrow morning. But the biggest thing I'm proud of is the mindset of the guys. We weren't stuck in the past. We were able to transition from what got us to where we were to where we're trying to get to with the intangibles. And they came out, and it was a great start. And we were physical on defense, and we played together on offense, and it's a credit to them.
Joe, two-part question. A, what does the banner kind of encapsulate to you, as obviously you're working towards this for so long? And B, championship teams in the past have talked about a night like this kind of being a closure on the previous championship season. How do you view that? Do you move beyond it, or do you take what you accomplished with you?
Again, I said this a few times. Like, I don't mean to discredit the past, but it's not closure, because what the things that we replicated, we're trying to replicate the process of winning. So, like, it's not about the past as like from the standpoint of like the result, but what we do want to constantly focus on is like the process of winning. We were able to get to the highest pinnacle of that by the way we played on both ends of the floor for a long, extended period of time, over 100 games. That's what we're trying to do now. So it's not about forgetting that. You just can't stay attached to the result of that, but we should constantly be reminding of ourselves of what we were able to replicate over the course of a 9-month season with our consistency and the toughness and the mindset that we have, and that's what we're trying to build on. And so we just can't get stuck in the result of it, but it's one game. It's one game. It's a great start, but we got a lot of work to do.
Hey, Joe. You're someone who takes a lot of motivation from the outside world, from what you read, you watch, you're listening to. Is there anything in the off season that stuck with you that you brought in to the team this year?
Nothing in particular. I think more just kind of what we talked about here is like, the attachment towards a result versus the process of what you're trying to accomplish. And I never want our guys to forget what we've accomplished in the past. We just can't stay attached to the result of it. We have to constantly focus on the intangibles that went into the process of winning and replicate those over and over and over again. And credit to the guys, they did that tonight, and we got to make that decision, for however long we get to play.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks.
We'll have Jayson